Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Budweiser All-Pro Series Sprint Unlimited Practice, or qualifier, however. No, we'll do practice. It'll be practice. And, so, we're here to tell you who all is in the Sprint Unlimited, what new cars they're in, if any, and more about Season 3. So, as you see here, it's a lovely night here at Daytona International Speedway. I believe there is a car out on the track that we'll look at first, and it is the number 3 of Nick Altendorf. Now, I don't quite remember where Altendorf got the pole at, but I do know that he got it. I think it might have been Homestead. I'm not too sure. No, it wasn't Homestead. It was somewhere. But the 3 car got the pole, and that put him into the Sprint Unlimited here tonight, or the Sprint Unlimited that's coming your way soon. Nick Altendorf remaining joining us for Season 4. He is still with Richard Childress in that number 3. So we'll have to see. Nick Altendorf went to victory lane at Homestead Miami Speedway last season. The second to last race. So let's see who else is on the track. Here we go. Seth Cole, still in the number 52 Mac and Cheese Chevrolet for Tweenix Racing. Seth, got 2 or 3 wins last season, actually. No, I think it was 2. It was, no, I don't know. 2 or 3 wins last season, and he made the chase too, so he was able to get a good chase going up until the last Final Four when Seth couldn't quite make it into the Final Four. So Seth, who got a couple of poles last season, is in the Sprint Unlimited. Right behind him in the 27, who just went to the top of the board, Carson Gum. Now, Carson, over the offseason, switched from the 22 to the 27, mainly because he didn't sign up right away, and I didn't want him to miss out, so I gave him a ride in the 27. So, Carson also made the chase last season in the 22, so I'll have to see if he can back up a stellar season with a stellar season last season to this season. Right behind him, Dylan Pote, who got at least 3 poles. Yeah, Pote got at least 3 poles last season, and he jumps up to 6th on the board. As he just got to 7th. But Pote had a bit of a bad season last season. All season long, up until the last Phoenix race, the third to last race of the season, when he finally got his car into victory lane. But he got, like I said, he got a number of poles, so that puts him in the Sprint Unlimited. Now you have a battle between the Jessicas back here. First, we'll start off with the 78 of Jessica Villanueva. She comes into this race with a numerous amount of poles, but she was not able to get to victory lane last season. So we'll see where she comes across the line now. She was 13th. Now she moves up to the 10th position on that run. Now alongside of her, battling it out on the inside, is Jessica Shelton. She made the chase in that 25 car, but she also made it up until the Final Four when she was eliminated before. She couldn't quite make it to the Final Four either. Stellar season for Jessica. She had 2 wins last season, and she's looking to carry that momentum over to this season. Dougie Shears, here we see in the 5, he moves over from Joe Gibbs Racing to Hendrick Motorsports in the driving the 5. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of things that Shears can bring, being the defending Daytona 500 champion. Preston Plord in the 15 car this season. He was in the 38 last season. He made the chase. He switches over to Michael Waltrip Racing now this season in the 15. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do in that 15 car, being that's how he made the chase last season. He was actually one of the final 4 too. Steve Pollard. Oh, how ironic that Trent is next to him. Steve Pollard in the 4 car, returning for another season. Steve had a number of pulls as well. Couldn't quite get to victory lane, but he was so close on so many occasions. And then here's Mr. 5-time. Trent Dunham went to victory lane 5 times in season 4, and he unfortunately lost out in the chase in the last race, getting caught up in a wreck. So we'll have to see what kind of momentum Trent can carry into this season, as he is currently 9th on the board. Dusty Allen in the 42 car, he returns for another season. He especially in that 42 car. So he had a couple of poles last season, and he has a lot of momentum. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get the victory lane, but he's still in the Sprint Unlimited. Passing him on the inside is Joshua Collar, who makes the move from Richard Petty Motorsports to Germain Racing in the 13. So we'll have to see what kind of momentum he can have, as he unfortunately did not go to victory lane last season either. Cody Lamas, big change this time. Cody Lamas goes from the 48 car, who won 1 race last season, to the 20 car this season. Now Cody, he took that 48 to victory lane at the second Kansas race, but will he be able to carry a lot of momentum in that 20 car for this season? Connor Breton returns to the 47 car this season, and as you know, he made the chase, but he was eliminated in the contender round after heading into Talladega, to which he almost won because he dominated that race. Derek Pemberton in the 16 car moves over from, where was Derek? I think Derek was in the 20 last season. No, it was Cameron. I don't remember which car Derek was last season. I think it was the 18. Yeah, I think Derek was the 18. He moves over to the 16 now for Roush Racing, as he is currently 12th on the board. Dylan Young in the 38 car. Now, this was my mistake. I completely forgot that Dylan, I should have put Dylan in the 2 car. But by the time I realized what happened, somebody had already picked the 2 car. So to avoid being a complete douchebag to that car, or to that driver, I just decided to put Dylan in the 38 for this season. Now, we all know that car made the chase last season with Preston Plord. Can Dylan Young pilot that machine into the chase, into possibly a championship this season? Daniel Voiles returns once again, this time moving over from the 83 to the 7. He won a couple of poles last season, as he's right now with he's with Kyle Matthews right now. They got a bit of a draft foreman right here, 2-car tandem. So, here Kyle Matthews, he had a couple of poles, but unfortunately couldn't go to victory lane. He's still in the 14 car for this season, so we'll have to see what all that can do. Alex May in the 51 car, he returned, made the chase, along with his buddy Seth Cole, made it into the top 8, but unfortunately couldn't go any further than that. So Alex May with a couple of wins last season. I think he had like 2 wins, total last season. So Alex May looking to carry his momentum from last season to this. Let's see, does anyone haven't talked to? Anthony McCurry in the 61 car all by himself. He's currently 10th fastest. So McCurry got to victory lane once last season at Watkins Glen. So McCurry's still the only Audi in the field for this season. Gotta be somebody I haven't talked about yet. O'Neal Belvin. Here he is, right here. O'Neal Belvin makes the trip. Yeah, O'Neal Belvin, he makes the change over from the 13 Geico Chevrolet for Germain Racing over to the 18 M&M's Toyota for Joe Gibbs. So we'll have to wait and see exactly who is gonna, or how he's gonna fare in his new ride. Practice time is now complete. The fastest car on the track is this car right here. Dougie Shears, the fastest race car on the track. So, defending Daytona 500 winner Dougie Shears is ready to go here at Daytona. So, with practice officially complete, we're going to go back and look at the pace car. Oh, there's no pace car. Here's your results for practice. Very, very good for Dougie Shears, the previous Daytona 500 winner. The defending Daytona 500 winner, actually. So, Dougie Shears, Preston Plore, Jessica Villanueva, Dylan Poteet, Dusty Allen, Cody Lamas, Joshua Collard, O'Neal Belvin, Jessica Shelton, Anthony McCurry, Kyle Matthews, Daniel Boyle, Steve Pollard, Trent Dunham, Carson Gum, Derek Pemberton, Seth Cole, Connor Breton, Nick Altendorf, Alex May, and Dylan Young round out the field. Dylan Young elected to do single car runs only. That could be some kind of strategy. But anyways, thank you for watching here the practice for the Sprint Unlimited. So to make sure that you're in, these 21 cars will battle it out for bragging rights as we get ready to start Speed Weeks here at Daytona. So until we go for the Sprint Unlimited, until we meet again.